Ta-da! Oh, your boy is back. Your boy is back. Knock, knock, knock. Is this thing on? Is it on? Is it on? Yeah. Come on in and have a seat. Come on in and have a seat. Oh my God. Come on in and have a seat. Come on in. Y'all ain't watching nothing. What y'all watching? Halftime, y'all streaming anyway. Y'all trying to binge watch. Put that thing on pause. Listen, y'all get back to it later. Stop arguing right now. Like, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. And y'all know we'll do this without one person viewing, because guess what? Y'all gonna watch it tomorrow anyway. While y'all at lunch, while y'all at work. That's why it don't matter to me. I'm just saying, come on in just in case y'all have any questions. Listen, this your boy Robert Lee back with eXp Realty. You know, the one, the only. Listen, everyone's realtor, because when I say everyone, I'm for the people. Listen, from 5 to 85. If you can buy a house at 5, it don't matter. I can sell you one. And if you can't, we'll figure it out. I get you a little crib or something. I say I'll rent your baby crib out. But listen, y'all, you heard right. Can you buy a house for $500? Y'all probably thought I meant 500,000. No, sirree. You read that right. You can get a house now less than $500. $500. Did y'all hear the echo? Oh my goodness. What is going on with this market? So check this out. Everybody was freaking out, myself included, thinking like we finna hit this recession. But for whatever reason, we in it, but they not trying to pretend that we in it. So since they not trying to pretend that we in it, it's still time to capitalize. There is a gray window. I'm talking gray. I'm talking, this is black. I don't even, my computer's gray. That right back there is gray. I'm talking, there is a gray window right now. Because before this administration admits that they messed up on some things and gave out too much money, and before they admit that we in a recession, which we really are technically, they still begging people to spend money. They begging y'all to spend money, and they damn sure begging y'all to buy some houses. So y'all was incentivized with buying a home with the low interest rate, right? So that got everybody in the uproar. I want to buy a house. I want to buy a house. I want to buy a house with the low interest rate. Now, what's the incentive now to buy a house, right? Because see, a lot of y'all got scared and backed down because I was like, well, we about to hit a recession, so I don't want to make no purchases during a recession. Listen, if you was scheduled to buy a house anyway, it don't even matter whether we hit it or not. Because guess what? A lot of y'all paying a lot of rent that them raised up. So personally, me personally, I like to be locked in on something that I ain't got to worry about that the price is gonna go up and the quality going down. Because when you in an apartment, the quality going down, they ain't fixing none, they ain't bringing none, you ain't getting no new appliances, you ain't getting no new paint, you ain't getting no fresh carpet, you ain't getting nothing. But they still raising your rent. Ain't no way y'all can put up with that. So listen, if you was already planning on buying the house and you got frustrated and you was one of those people, I got a lot of clients like that. You was one of those people, you was like, you know what, this ain't for me because I'm steady getting outbidded. This might not be my time because I'm not just going to buy anything. I applaud you for holding off and not just settling for anything. But when I tell you, if you still got it in your heart right now to get a house, now's the time. I'm finna show y'all some numbers. I ain't even gonna talk to y'all like I'm gonna talk to y'all. I'm just gonna show y'all. I'm gonna share my screen here in a second. But when I tell y'all now is the time, now is the time. You got a small window, and right now they is acting up. So what do I mean about you can buy a house for less than $500? Did I say $500? Yes, I said $500. The people in the back, they heard me. I said $500. People over there, my next door neighbor, I said $500. Yes, how can you buy a house for $500? Y'all don't believe me, do you? Well, damn it, I'm finna show you. I can show you better than I can tell you, right? Less than 500. So let me share my handy dandy screen real quick. I want to share the entire screen. Let y'all all in my business. All right. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about. You can purchase a house for $500. First of all, first of all, let's take a look at this. The lenders of brand new. This is a home building contractor. Look what they offering the realtors right now. This is how bad they trying to sell a home. Look at this. Y'all see that? I know y'all see that. Can y'all read? Because I can read. Y'all can't read. I'm going to read it for you. We currently offering 4% realtor commission on select quick move-in homes. What does that mean? That literally means that they got some houses that they thought was going to sell. And because of the market is slowing down, because y'all saying we ain't just finna buy anything, now they got too much inventory right now, you guys. So they are begging agents like myself to bring them buyers, right? And so they're offering 4% commission. So a lot of times people think if you're buying a home and you're working with a real estate agent, you pay that agent nothing. It costs you nothing to have a real estate agent. That's why I don't understand why some of y'all are not willing to work with a real estate agent. Like, let me get some free advice. Let me get somebody to help me. Let me get somebody to do all this work for me, make my process less stressful, and I don't have to pay them. No, as a buyer, you don't have to pay the real estate agent. The seller pays the agent. And this is what's happening. So as you can see, the seller of these new homes, they're like, hey, we'll give y'all 4%. So a lot of y'all for them $500,000 homes, I don't know if you can do your math, but you talking like 20,000, right? So look, let's take a look. Open this up. Let's see what else they got up in here. So they doing reduced mortgage payments. Now I got 2 or 3 builders that's offering this reduced mortgage payment. If y'all can look, follow my cursor. My cursor is right here and it's going down here. So as you can see, like they doing this where the first year they're gonna set you up with a 2.9%. Second year they're gonna set you up with a 3.9, and then the third throughout is whatever your interest rate just happens to be. So right now the market is somewhere in between the 5 and the mid 5s, early 5s, mid 5s right now, right? So imagine if you drop some coins to buy down to like a 5, or you drop some coins to buy down to a 4.5, then you can get a reduced payment. They're going to actually help you out on top of that. So they're going to say, you know what, we're going to give you a break for the first year you own the house, and we're going to drop you down to like a 2.9. Then for the second year, we're going to drop you up to, you're going to bump up to the 3.9. Then for the third year, up to the 30 year, then you're going to go to whatever your regular price was. I mean, whatever your regular interest rate was. So it's almost like a gift. Like they gifting you money. Like if you do the math on that, if your normal is 21 and they say, you know what, we're going to help you out, and for the first year, you're going to be paying 16. That's like what, $500 difference for $500 difference. So 5 times 12 months, I can't do 12, but I could do 10. So that's like 5,000. So you're looking at about $6,000. You're going to save like $6,000 the first month, and you probably save about around the same the second year. I mean, not first month, first year. And then 6,000 the second year. Like, this is how bad it is. They are begging people to buy homes. So this is new construction. You're talking about new construction, brand new houses where you be the first person to lay the load in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Brand new yours. Look, hold on. Let's take a look. They want to look at the type of houses they got. So look. But look, I ain't even finna jump into that. Hold on. I want to show y'all what's in my email also. So this person, they just sent me this email, right? Don't be trying to read all this extra stuff in my email, trying to be nosy. I know how y'all folks be. You know how y'all be on the internet. So look, this person sent me a message and said they are willing to drop 4% on the house. So the buyer basically saying, I'm willing to give your agent $22,000 if they bring me a buyer. They are struggling. When I tell you it is too much inventory, I'm not going to even tell you. I'm just going to click on something else and show you, right? Too much inventory. So look, so take a look at this. So this right here is in Murfreesboro. This is where I live. I live in Rutherford County, so I clicked on Rutherford County. Just a year ago, where it says 252 listings, this might have been like 10, 20, like no inventory just a year ago. And everybody in the city was fighting over those 10 or 20. So now you see it's 252, right? So take a look at the map. Like you probably would have seen 10 houses listed on there, but now you see all these, right? So let's go back to the grid and let's take a look. So what we want to look at, follow my cursor, follow my cursor, follow my cursor. So I put this like a range between 3 to 450. So 300,000 to 450. So look at this, days on the market, 68 days on the market. I guarantee you this person is paying 2 mortgages. They like, get me out this house. Seriously, get me out this house. 68 days on the market, 22 days on the market, 32 days on the market, just 7, 25. So what does that mean when you be like, why does days on the market matter? How does that help you? Well, guess what? I'm finna tell you how that helps you. Pay attention to this. Let's take a look at this. Let's take something that's over 30. So this right here, 52. I'm gonna go to a good house. Let me find a nice looking house that's just been sitting there for no reason. That's a brand new, brand new. Let's go down to the big money. Big money, big money. Hold on. I think I saw a new one. All right, 35. Look at this. This is new. New house. Brand new house. It was built in 2020. So this is not brand new construction, but it's just 2 years old, right? 35 days. So this is what happens. Whoever's living at this address, they said, you know what, let's move, right? So they put the house on the market. There is a chance that they had already moved out of that house. They've been out 30 days, 35 days. Now, there's a chance that sometimes if they move in and they got to wait for the sale of their house before they buy the new house. But either way it goes, they don't want to be stuck with two mortgages. So let's say it's one of those houses where it's empty. So if this is a house where this is an empty house, then you know this person already moved, already purchased a new home, or moved in with mama, auntie, or whoever, or they just started renting. Sometimes people just say, you know what, I'm finna sell my house and I'm just finna start renting. So a lot of people doing that just so they can kind of steer away from foreclosure because they like, you know what, we need to downsize, whatever the case may be, right? You know, maybe the job changed. So maybe somebody lost their job and they're just going to jump into an apartment real quick. That's, you know, a little bit less than, you know, this size of a home. Whatever their reasoning is, they don't want to pay two mortgages. Did you hear me? They do not want to pay two mortgages. So why does that matter? How does that benefit you? That helps you get the house for $500. And I'm going to tell you why. So using this house as an example, they are probably willing to negotiate because it's already been on the market for 35 days and it's still sitting on the market. So me, as the great realtor I am, I'm going to come in and I'm most definitely going to be like, yo, wait, we got an offer for you, but you know, I'm gonna talk to my client. So say if my agent is say my client, is approved for 400,000, but this 345 is in their range. So I'm gonna ask them, I'm gonna say, hey, look, do you want to kind of shave some off of that, or are you okay with that price? And you just don't necessarily want to lose it. And you know, they may say, well, if you can shave a little bit off, that's fine. So then I'm not gonna go disrespectful low. Because sometimes people go out there and they just go disrespectful and be like 300,000 an offer. I'm like, that's disrespectful. These folks dropped it at 345. It's probably worth 345. We're not gonna do that. So I'll probably go down to probably like, I'll say about 340, something like that, maybe 335. Nothing major, like 5 or 10,000, right? So that agent naturally he's going to counter. And when he counters, let's say I go 335 and he counters at, you know what? I know it's been on the market for 35 days, but that's not a long time. You know, my people, you know, they really, you know, want to get as much money out of this as they can. It's worth it. They're going to be going back and forth with me. So then he going to say, I tell you what, we'll do 340. So this is what I come back with. I'll say, all right, well, my client is probably willing to do 340, but y'all got to pay the closing costs. So he going to go back to his client and be like, look, they said they're going to do the 340 if we pay the closing costs. So the closing costs on 345 is probably like 2%, 1%, 6, 7. So you're looking at about $6,000, $7,000, something like that. So I just saved you $7,000 that you don't got to pay in closing because I know how to negotiate. So now what's the other problem? If you're a first-time home buyer, guess what? There are plenty of products out there. They're going to take care of your 3.5% down payment. So now if you got a program that's taking care of your down payment, and then you mess around and get me to negotiate your closing costs, why is it going to cost you $500? Well, I'll tell you why. When you purchase a home, the very first thing you got to do within the first 5 to 10 days is you got to do the home inspection. Well, that comes out your pocket. You can't put that towards the closing costs. You can't put that. You got to pay up front for that inspection. And that inspection typically ranges from $350 to $500. So that's why I said you could do it for less than $500 because you do got to pay that. But guess what? If you're messing with me, that's all you got to pay. Listen, I just sat here and told y'all. Y'all was like, how in the world can this man get us a house for $500? That's how you can get it for $500. And it ain't no, that's how I'm just guessing. That's how I was doing this before pandemic. Then pandemic hit. I had to change up my routine. Had to go left instead of go right. But then but now we back. We back to the point where they is begging people to sell. And as long as they begging, I'm going to be negotiating my behind off. So I most definitely in the state of United couldn't get you into a house for $500 or less. And if you don't believe me, just ask me. You can most that my number is public. You can reach me, you can DM me, you can call me, you can just, send me a message or something. Hey, I can show you better than I can tell you. It's just like I'm showing you right now. So a lot of people, let me see. So like a lot of people say, well, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. When do I start? Pineapple. So listen, it doesn't start until you talk to a lender. You have to talk to a lender first. Hands down. Got to talk to a lender. I'm just a real estate agent. I can get you in the house. I can negotiate for you, but I can't give you the money you need to buy the house. I just can't do that. If I could do that, I'd be cold, but I can't do that just yet. So you have to speak to a lender. Yes, I have lenders in all of the United States of America. So once again, I can connect you with the right individual that can help you find out if you qualify. And now most lenders, they're able to actually pull your credit report with a soft credit check that'll hurt you about 2 to 3 points. Who cares? It's just 2 to 3 points. Now, if you borderline and you need them 2, 3 points, you're gonna have to get it pulled anyway. So at the end of the day, you need to know. So I have a lot of people that I had them reach out to a lender. They found out they was qualified well above what they thought they was, and they just went out and purchased the house just like that. So what are they looking for? Let's take a look. Let's jump in this Experian. They want me to sign in again. I guess I got to sign in because I was signed out. Much I be trying to memorize my login and be trying to hack my Experian account too. All right. I want to keep my current membership because I ain't trying to buy nothing extra. All right. So look, go to FICO scores. So you can go to credit summary or you can also go to FICO scores. All right. So a lot of times y'all be like, I can't read my credit report. I don't really know what it means. I don't know what it means. Hey, guess what? I'm finna show you. Stop all that whining and crying. Pay attention. I'm finna show you. So look, all right. So this is as of the last refresh was September 11th, 2022. 729. They said good. This is not good. This is not good for me. But guess what? I'm finna show you how if you see a score, you know how to read your score. So I can read my score and tell you why my score is 729 and why that is horrible for me. So let's scroll down. I can't scroll you too much information because then you'd be all in my business. So remember where I went to find this? At the top, FICO scores. Boom. All right. So this is not reports. I can click on reports and get my report, but I don't want y'all to look at the reports. I want you to look at the information that'll tell you what'll help you. So I have a lot of friends that are in the credit repair business, and they have been posting things of this nature and showing you, well, guess what? If you never could understand what they were talking about, it's right here. Score ingredients. So this shows you why my score is the way it is. My payment history is exceptional. Let me click on it and see why my payment history is exceptional. And it says that's 35% of my score. It says it right there. Because it says, hey, I pay my bills on time. I don't have any late payments, no collections, no late payments again, no public account. I've always paid on time. So guess what? I'm going to get the maxed amount of points for that. And if my math is correct, I think that's like 192. So I forgot what I did a training a long time ago to teach y'all where the score actually starts at and how it builds up. So I'm getting all my points for that. So amount of debt. So this is your credit utilization. That's fair. I'm going to come back to that. And because I want you to be able to understand that. So length of credit history. My length of credit history is very good. Well, let's take a look. They tell me that my score takes account of how long I have accounts. My average age of accounts is 7 years, 9 months. My oldest account is at 15 years. I think if it goes on my overall, I think they got one of my accounts reading 20 years. But anyway, this is how long I've been building good credit. So a lot of times people say, well, I don't have any collections. I don't have anything negative on there. Why do I still got a 650 or a 675? Well, that's because you're going to have to rebuild your credit history. You're not going to have zero collections, zero this, zero that, and think you're going to get an 800. It doesn't happen that way, you guys. You have to, part of your score is based on this. It's based on your length of history. So a lot of times, if you just deleted everything on your credit profile, and then you just got a brand new credit card last year or 2 years ago, guess what? You only got 2 years of credit history. Think about it. You only got 2 years of credit history. So you're not going to get the max amount of points available for that. It's not going to negatively impact you, but it's not going to positively impact you. So then let's go down to here. Amounts of new credit. Mine's very good. So what does that factor in? When considering your new account, when considering your amount of new credit, FICO scores take into account of how many new accounts you recently opened or whether you've been rate shopping for a single loan or applying for new stuff. So it says the average age of my most recent account open is 1 year. My number one, I only have one recent inquiries. So that means I'm not applying for things every other month. That means I'm not opening up, credit every other month. Now, for me, my credit is built. So a lot of people that I've been repairing their credit recently, I've been telling them that they have to open up, get some established credit. And somebody asked me one time, well, I thought you're not supposed to have new credit. Well, yes, you have nothing. So you have to open up something to start somewhere. So yes, you do have to apply once we can get your score up, high enough to where it'll affect you. Credit mix, 10%. So it just shows you about the different credit mixes that you have. Mine says very good. Why is it very good? I got 6 revolving accounts. So that's credit cards. I have 18 installment loans, including mortgages. So these are closed, by the way. I don't have those many installment loans. Don't be fooled. But I do got a mortgage out there. 5 bank issue credit card accounts. So I guess they only have one account that's not really a credit card, bank issue credit card account. I don't know what that is. So that has to be a closed account. But anyway, I have a nice mix. I don't have all credit cards. So I got loans. I got car loans. I got, so my car loans is included in these installment loans. I got like 2 car loans. And so that's a very good mix. So that's 10% of your score. So let's go to fair, because fair is 30%. And that's a really big chunk. So let's see why mine's only fair and why it's not good or exceptional. I'm hurt. My feelings are hurt about that. So amount of debt. So this is your utilization. So the amount of credit that you're using is a very important category in credit data, and FICO scores is considered the balance owed and how many accounts you have out. Wow. Look at my utilization. 93%. So that's why mine is fair. So that's basically said of all the little credit card debt I have. I'm so glad they don't got my business credit cards on here, because of course they attach to my EIN, and not my social. I could teach you about business credit if you need me to. But anyway, so 93%. So you know what that means, you guys? Your boy credit cards is maxed out. So I've been living it up. So what does that mean, really? That means I must have some trips coming up, right? Keep an eye out on for me for that. But so here's the deal. When I get that utilization below 30%, I'm going to show you what that looks like on the other. Let me see if they show me. They're not going to show me on that. So I was hoping they'll show me on the one little thing, but I guess I can do that on scores. Let me do that on scores. Maybe I can do it on summary. Summary. They're not going to show me on summary. Let me see on scores. Don't y'all be trying to screenshot and shit now. Look, I don't know who Richard Lee is. That's another thing. Y'all need to delete all this nonsense. I have no clue who Richard is. All right. So look. All right. So this shows. So I must have recently made a payment. So they didn't show the updated version of it. So peep this out. When you pull your file up, see this big old red mark? You need to walk that bad boy all the way back to the 30. You start losing points every month that you record that you're past the 30. You start gaining points every month that you're over here. When you get to this 6%, this is the sweet spot. Is this thing on? A lot of times y'all sitting here like y'all don't know how and y'all think y'all need some help. Y'all don't need no help. Y'all just need to log on something and read. A lot of times y'all just being lazy. Like you don't need anybody to tell you what you need to do. You just need to click on and just read, and they'll tell you what to do yourself. Now I can help you get rid of some things if I need to help you get rid of some collections and some things of that nature. But I'm just, at the end of the day, if you don't have anything negative on your account, you just need to rebuild. then rebuild and just follow these steps. Get this utilization below 30, period. And if you got the money, get it down to at least 6%. And when you get it to this spot, you start gaining mad points. So look at my score. Imagine if, make sure I ain't got no slick important data. So anyway, imagine if I got that down. I'm missing, that's 30% of my score. So that's 165 points. If my utilization is that bad, then I'm pretty much chopped half of that 165 points in half, right? So let me whip out my calculator. All right, 165 divided by 2, that's in half, that's 82 points. So then I add 82 points to that 729, that's 811. And that's honestly, that's about what I usually average, because I don't get my full range. I don't get the full 850 because my credit length of history is not long enough, right? So the people that's been doing it for like 20, 30 years, they get the 850. I don't get the 850. I get I fluctuate somewhere between 808 and 815. And I just showed you the math. I'm missing out on half of my points because my utilization is nasty. It's so nasty, it's funky. So listen. What y'all waiting on? Let me stop sharing the screen so I can see y'all, because I miss y'all. Is it stop? Is my screen share stop? I think it is. Whoa! I'm back. Y'all see me now? I'm big and I'm blowed up. So listen, why is that important? You have to know what your scores are. You have to know what they say. You have to know before you start applying for things of that nature. If you can pull up your Experian account and you take a look at what everything I just showed you, and I would say if you're over 650 on your FICOs, you need to go ahead and talk to a lender, because there's probably a lender that can do something out there with that, and that's probably somebody that can guide you to, some final little touch-ups on that account that may can help, before you just go out and do something you can't do. So is it true? Yes. You can purchase a house for less than $500. But what you got to do? Call me. When you need someone to talk to, call me. Satisfaction guarantee. Oh, okay, my bad. But listen, you gotta get in touch with me. You gotta get in touch with your professionals. You gotta get in touch with the lender. I told y'all now. I got a lender. I know a guy. I got a guy or a lady. Don't matter what you're looking for, what you need. I got that too. So get in touch with the professionals, and all they're gonna do is do a soft pull. Might take a little hit, take a little 2-3 points, see if you're ready. But guess what? Some of y'all already know that you was ready because you was pre-approved back last year. And as long as you ain't do nothing foolish like buy a brand new car, then you still pre-approved. So some of y'all be like, well, I was pre-approved last year. I wonder, am I pre-approved this year? Yes. Why wouldn't you not be? So if you was one of the people that was struggling and you was one of the people who was like, man, it ain't for me right now because I'm fighting everybody, I just showed you, you are not fighting anyone anymore. You can go into this situation ready to do damage. And I'm here to tell you, if your agent is helping you sell a home and they not talking about you saving the most amount of money as possible, get somebody else. I don't care if it's me. Get somebody else. Because don't get no agent and all they worried about is a sale. I ain't focused on the sale. I'm focused on you having to not spend as much. Listen, when you purchase a home, there's so much involved in when you get a new home and you want to get new furniture, and when you want to get new things, when you want to clean up the house, when you want to do this, when you want to buy blinds, when you want to buy curtains. There's so many expenses. You want to go in a situation and spend as less amount of money as possible. Not to say that you're not prepared, because some of you y'all got it in your savings, but why spend it if you don't have to? And right now, they are giving away houses, and that's great for you guys. So the inexperienced agent is going to say, oh, well, they're giving away houses. Let's go ahead and put an offer down. And they're not even trying to negotiate closing costs. I'm going in a situation trying to get you not to pay nothing, because I know they're giving away homes. So when somebody says, hey, Robert, do you want to hey, Just can you give us what we're asking for? Yeah, when you pay the closing costs. If you're not going to pay the closing costs, then we're going to go down on the price. It's been sitting on the market. What? You don't want to do that? Fine, let's go. I take my agent somewhere else. I mean, my client, take my client somewhere else. Y'all have to look, y'all agents got to be willing to stand strong. And I'm willing to stand 10 toes deep in the mud. So let's get out there. Let's get back out there and make something happen. Don't be like, well, the kids are in school right now and I really don't want to move. Yes, you do. Don't be waiting, because then you're going to be mad. Y'all already mad. Don't kids, hey, they got to transfer sometime, right? Hey, it's life. They was going to move anyway, right? You was going to move them last year. Why does it matter? What? Holidays coming up? Another excuse. Listen, get out there, take advantage, because when SH hits the fan, and then this administration declares that they really are officially struggling, and them interest rates go up, they still feasible right now. They setting at 5. Oh, one last thing. So the interest rates, like I said, is still in the mid 5s, right? There are lenders right now that are struggling so bad as far as helping, builders and helping people purchase homes, that people are offering buy downs. So even though you might be qualified for like a 5.3, you can possibly get that bought down to a 4.6. And this is usually when you used to have to pay like $10,000 to buy that down, or $5,000 to buy those points down, and you'd have to have that cash readily available. Well, guess what? If they want to sell a house, they're going to have to buy my client's interest rate down in the 4s. And guess what? If they still want to sell that house, they need to give us some closing costs. And guess what? If that lender wants the business from us, they need to find a program that's going to give you the 3.5% down, no money down. We are going to war about home ownership. So like your boy Russell Wilson said, let's ride. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm done. Y'all must have been bored tonight. Hey, but look, y'all give me a call, give me a holler, give me a shout. Let me know. And don't forget, if y'all got an auntie or a cousin or a mama or a sister or a best friend or a fine neighbor that's looking to try to sell or purchase, reach out to your boy. Let me help them out. Don't forget, I'm going to help you out for helping me out. All right. Y'all have a wonderful night.